sunshine, another blessed and grateful day. Today's topic, as you can see, we're going to be talking about getting the vision HD clear and into high definition because this is the perfect time to really go ahead and get locked in. Because realistically, always the month of November, we have Thanksgiving, and then coming up after that, we have Christmas. So I always treat this month of November like we have 20 days left before everybody, again, starts getting into the holiday blues. So that is the topic. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you guys share this out with the family, share this out with the community. This is going to be a training that is going to set the tone for the rest of these next 2 months for the year. So, Cedric Dreamers, how are we feeling? Let me know. Drop it down below in the chat. Grateful to be alive. Grateful for God, for each of you, for the access, for the knowledge, for the wisdom, for the timing that we're all sitting in and leading into all of the announcements that is coming here right on the horizon. Again, every call you guys are going to hear me talk about the breakthrough event over in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, leading up to January 1st to the 3rd. So it takes having a vision. So again, everything is already laid out. We've already got the next 6 months completely written because that is going to be leading towards from South Carolina to New Orleans, Louisiana for our convention. So let's get into it for today, fam. I believe those that can really take the time to get a clear HD vision of what they see for themselves are the ones that are drastically going to experience some serious quantum leaps over these next 60 days. And over the years, I've noticed the same thing for me. When my goals weren't clear, when I didn't know exactly where I was heading, well, the work begins to get a little bit foggy. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to go ahead and veer off the path. But you see, when you have a purpose and the priorities get in line and the actions follow, this is where the results become scary. So this is huge. I got about 5 different topics for today. Number 1 is, what is the vision for the amount of money that you envision yourself being able to create by the end of the year? Because again, without a vision, it's tough to be able to have any type of direction. So some people are like, well, I don't really care about the money. Well, money is a lot like oxygen. Without money, it's hard. We can't breathe, we can't eat, we can't take care of family. So all of these things plays a role. So if I were to ask you this, what is the dollar amount that would really go ahead and help you out by the end of the year? Maybe it's an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Doesn't even have to be a crazy number. Maybe it's an extra $2,000, an extra $5,000. Maybe you're looking to go ahead and crack that $10,000 monthly goal. Well, here's my next question, okay? I want you to give me an answer on how you'd be able to actually utilize that money. What would an extra $2,000 a month do for you? If you have 4 coming in, you have a part-time $2,000, how could that help you pay your bills? Where would you be able to travel? What are some trips that you'd be able to now schedule for your family? So Brian Crothers, he talks about it. He said people will actually go after their goals and really go after what it is that they desire when they have a clear plan, when they know exactly what they're going to be able to do with it. So a lot of people, they don't know what they would do with an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month. You see, but if you know exactly how you can be able to help your family, maybe pay off some of their medical bills, maybe go ahead and plan that trip that you've always been waiting for together, you see, things become a lot more exciting. Now it's just like every day you're fired up to run into this vision because you're leading towards something that's going to be bigger than yourself. So that's number 1. Number 2, the question becomes is, what is the example that you are looking to set? Because along this journey, again, all of this has to do with getting clear. In Think and Grow Rich, he talks about most people are drifters because they're not taking the time to actually think about their life. So number 2, what type of example do you want to be? What ministry do you want to be able to go and display for others? For myself, I want my ministry to be passion. I want it to be of service. I want to be able to help unlock the highest version of other people. I want to be able to help others step into their greatness. I want to help them get their health right. I want to help them 10x their finances. So imagine if all of these things that we'd like to be an example for, what if we could lead the way every day? By hitting the gym right, by taking care of our body, by actually going out and doing the work to build the business. So again, whatever example that we're looking to be, let's step into that. And that's where the real magic lies. So number 2 is, what does our ministry look like? And what do we see? Because Brian Crothers, he's building $2 million child child libraries. He's giving hundreds of thousands of dollars away to orphanages. That's the type of vision that I see, but it takes money. It takes being able to get to certain levels. So anytime that we get distracted, you go back and think about the ministry, it gives a lot of clarity. It gives a lot more direction. Okay, so number three. Number three is, how many individuals do you see being able to come and bring with you to the breakthrough event over in Myrtle Beach? How many individuals do you see being able to come with you over to the big event in Myrtle Beach? The mentors always say, imagine if every individual that you brought, you're making extra $1,000 on top of your monthly income. How much would that change the game? That'd be huge. So again, the goal for the Dream Team, we're looking to go ahead and bring 50 individuals plus over to the breakthrough event. And we know what that event is going to do. I'm telling you, even just getting around Guatemala, to have those interpersonal conversations with the GOATs like Mr. Brian Carruthers, or being able to get on bus rides and pick $1 Million Earner Hall of Fame Miss Elizabeth Gardner, these conversations are priceless. People pay a lot of money to get this type of access that we have. So that's what's coming up in the next, literally less than 60 days. The next two things I have for you guys. If you're looking to enroll huge leaders like Mr. Brian Carruthers, she just enrolled somebody that went out and she smashed platinum in a matter of 3 days. She just broke complete company history records, and everybody's asking, well, how do I have that? Drop a 555 if you guys would like to have a powerhouse like that come in and blow up your organization. Who wouldn't? He said, well, the key is, in order to attract that level leader, it takes becoming that level leader. He said, because you got to think about it. Do you think a really top-end, high-end earner is going to be going online and they're going to be going on someone's page, and someone that's not consistent, that they're not putting out consistent content, they're not going to events, they're not actually stretching themselves? Do you think a top earner would ever want to join that individual? Probably not. They're looking for somebody that knows where they're going, that's locked in, has momentum, and I'm telling you, law of attraction is real. Top earners right now are looking for a place to be able to call home. And those that stick out are going to be the ones that get found. So in order to go ahead and attract that individual, it takes becoming it as well. So that's huge. That's another big goal coming in for the next 60 days. And last but not least, to really 10X and really maximize the next 60 days is helping your newest individuals create a story, right? The reason why I ran so fast, executive director in 26 days, because I knew I wanted to create a story. Facts tell, stories sell. Imagine being able to help a few new members come in and they make an extra over $1,000 in their first 72 hours. Look at the story that they have to go and tell now to their whole network. You got to think about it. Some people work an extra 1 to 2 years to get a 50-cent raise. Let alone someone coming in 72 hours and get $1,000+ raise. There's not too many jobs that can offer that. So again, one of the keys is to create a story for them so they can go out and create a story for everybody else. So that's my training for today, fam. 5 keys to really go ahead and get the vision HD clear. Number 1 is get a vision for the money. What are we going to be able to actually do with that money? Because people always say, well, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I'm making $100,000 in my business. Well, it's not really the $100,000 that you're grateful. It's really more what we can do with the $100,000 that allows that emotion to really flow through. And number 2, what ministry? What type of example do we want to leave? Number 3 is how many people are we going to be bringing out to the breakthrough event? Number 4 is become elite. In order to attract higher level leaders, it takes becoming it first. And last but not least, is let's go out and create some incredible stories for our new members coming in so they can lead the way for somebody else. So if you guys got a little bit of value for today, fam, drop some 7s down below. Nobody told you lately. I'm proud of you. I see the growth. I see the momentum. And I know we're just getting started. So remember, fam, we can beat, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. It's game time. Let's grow.